the new project, 15 Minutes of Fame, that I did with these kids, talented group of guys, really talented. These guys wrote a song. Originally it was called Here Come 27 Minutes of Fame. I said, I think there's something here, but it needs refining, you know, and that's what production is. I've known these guys for a long time. The bass player and drummer are both wonderful guys, and they have this ability to rush and drag at the same time, to play on top of the beat and behind the beat simultaneously, which is very hard to find in a rhythm section.
Mm-hmm. A lot of people don't realize when it comes to rhythm sections, particularly drummers and bass players working together, you could have two extraordinary musicians playing together, an extraordinary drummer and an extraordinary bass player, virtuosic musicians, but when they play together, it might not connect. It's about connection, you know? It's about communication. Or you could, for example, this happens from time to time, have a very talented drummer and an average bass player. And even then, still, the result is pretty good. Can be. Depends mostly on the drummer. Mainly on the drummer.
When we play,
the main thing is
when we start
the
to get
fundamental
together,
thing about
when he and
what
I,
I'm trying to say,
what
what I
I
really
that we
need,
we
what
do is
the
that
thing
we-
is, it's
we
about
have-
listening. It's
Oh,
about
wait a
listening. It's about listening.
we play the piano.
I'm into a lot of things, man. One of the things that I'm very interested in is blockchain. Being in a rhythm section is a form of blockchain, it's true, because every member of the rhythm section has to independently verify the time. You dig? That's what blockchain is. Playing in a rhythm section is a form of blockchain. The only difference is your value does not fluctuate so quickly in a rhythm section as it does, for example, with cryptocurrency. People say, what is production? You think you're supposed to come in with some kind of a brilliant genius scheme. That's not production. Production is just taking something that has potential and creating the best possible version of that thing. So, for example, these kids, they came to me and they said, we got a thing where when we play together, we really lock in. And I said, that's a great idea. So what I did is I literally locked them in a room together until the song was ready. That's production.
Yeah, we were very fortunate to have that producer with us. I don't know what he did exactly. It's hard to say what it would have been like without him. He kept talking about what is production. He seemed pretty clear about it.
Did we have a producer?
Well, yeah, I thought there was a producer on this tape.
My intention is to create the conditions to let the artist shine. There was a guy who brought lunch and seemed to know where we should park, directed us to where we should leave our stuff.
So would you say that in your production style, the physical transformation of a musical idea into kinetic energy is how you communicate?
I would never say that. I would not say that. I would never say that. As a matter of fact, I would definitely never say that.
And nor should anyone
Nor
say
should that ever be something that somebody says.
Right.
And frankly, sir, I'm surprised at you.
The song, I think it has something to do with nuclear energy.
The song, I think, is actually about cryptocurrency. There have been so many cryptocurrencies in the last handful of years that have been famous for a minute, then they came and they went. Bitcoin, you know, Ethereum, you know, there are a lot of them. This song, Here Come 15 Minutes of Fame, is about my personal journey. The audience understands emotionally what I'm talking about when I sing about this. And you know, the band sometimes might not even understand what's going on in a song like this because it is about a direct and open channel of communication between me and the listener.
It's about space travel, I think. Space travel.
Part of my job is to think about the whole picture and not get too hung up on any specific element inside that picture. It all has to add up. There's balance. You know, you have light and dark. You have the blues and the reds, the blacks and the whites, the fast and the slow, you know. And these kids do it all. What I like about them is they do it all at the same time.
I mean, really the thing about the groove that we laid down on Here Come 15 Minutes is it's about half notes. It's about quarter notes. It's about eighth notes. I bet you didn't know that. It's about 16th notes. It's about all that.
This is going to be huge. I mean, I have no question about that. This is going to be big, very big.
Would you say that this might be your 15 minutes of fame?
I had mine already, so it's not available to me anymore. But I am thinking it's possible for one of the piano players that this could be for him, his time, the cute one.
Can you turn it down?
Kids today, they're complacent, you know. So, for example, they did a take. They thought it was the right take, you know. And I said, it's good. It's good. It's not bad. I think we could do another. That's production.
Here come 15 minutes of fame, baby. I like to play bass. I like the bass.
I don't consider what I do to be, as a musician, what I consider myself to be is a kind of a lightning rod, mainly because I actually was at one point struck by lightning, and the sound that I produced was quite musical. I read a book about production where it says what it is and what it isn't. That's how I know specifically what it is, because of this book I read. Mm-hmm. You know what the book was called? No. What is production? Oh. Knowing what is production, that's production. Did we get it? Did I get it?
Yeah.
That was great. Let's do it again.